Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. So for today's video, I go through this full makeup look. It is very dramatic. It's similar actually to one I did a little while back, except this time I went deeper in the crease and gold on the lid. My skin's very fresh, very full, nice lip, which I actually might have thrown on some gloss right now because I love gloss. There we go, the gloss is like, yeah, that's it. That's the point. Anyway, so for today's look, I created this full nice cut crease, and the whole video is actually going to be a voiceover just because I'm going to talk through each step, give my tips and tricks to how I created this look. And before we continue into this video, feel free to give this video a like, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel, and feel free to comment down below anything you want. Let's get into it. Hey Google, play some Luke Combs. Alright guys, jumping right in, I'm going in with the Clear Cell Ultra Cleansing Facial Pads. Starting with my skincare prep today, I'm just using these to treat my skin, and mainly in the acne areas. Then using the Vitamin C Glow Boosting Moisturizer from the Body Shop. And it's always good to prep your skin before you put some makeup on. It can help your makeup sit so much better and look so much better on your skin. I just rub this all in, make sure you're going upward motions, do your neck, and so on. Since my lips are pretty dry and cracky, I decided to do a lip scrub. So you can do your own DIY lip scrubs without having to buy one. I just mix the raw shea butter from the Body Shop and regular old table sugar that you get from the grocery store. And it works wonders, makes your lips so soft, and also really hydrating because the shea butter as well. So I'd recommend give it a try. And I always put a lip balm on afterwards just to make sure your lips stay nice and hydrated. So I'm going in with some tape, and this is going to act as a guide for my eyeshadow so I know exactly where to put it, and always put it on the back of your hand to remove some of the stickiness since your eye area is so sensitive. That's my sister and her husband in the background. So I was inspired by this eye look I saw on Pinterest, so it's kind of what I'm going to go for. And just putting concealer on my lid. I didn't have to go all the way down to the base. I realized that after I put it on, but it doesn't matter. I did a little test run and I was pretty happy with how it looked, so this is how it goes. Using first a darker shade and tapping that into the upper area of the crease, higher than where you're going to cut, so right where you're going to cut it, putting that all the way along and tapping it, and then we're going to blend that out with a large, warmer brown shade, and this shade's going to go slightly above just to start to diffuse the darker brown shade. After that, we're going in with a more beigey warm tone, and this is going to go right above all that to even diffuse everything even more. Take your time with this step because this is how you're going to help get your very nice seamless blend. To deepen up the very edge just a little bit more, I'm using a black eyeshadow. I don't have it listed because I know that these are for sure discontinued from the Body Shop. So I'm just using this shadow just to deepen up the bottom area, and then going back in with the previous darker shades just to make sure I blend that out. And we'll even intensify it more once we cut the crease and get the shadow on the lid, but this is just another step so we don't have to do it later and ruin any shadow. So removing the majority from the lid, then going in with the concealer again just to cut my lid. I have no special way of doing this. I tried looking up and around just to see to make sure where my lid will touch the top, which is a pretty good guide to make sure you cut your lid correctly. I'm going in with the lighter gold shade from the palette, and this is going all over the lid. I just like to pack it on. This step took a little bit just to make sure I got the correct amount of pigmentation I wanted. And this is where I'm touching everything up, going with the smaller brushes and just to blend everything to make sure everything's seamless and to intensify the darker line as well. I wasn't super happy with the gold, so I go in with a whiter shade, just a small amount on top just to lighten it up, and then do my winged liner as per usual. and look like the Exorcist in this clip. Highlighting under your brow with a soft cream shade, and then blend it all out with your previous brushes. I'm putting a soft pomade in my brows just to brush them up since I don't have a gel right now. Trimming any extra hairs and tweezing, then using the precision brow and doing fine little strokes to make sure I get those little hair-like motions in the front all the way to the back. So we're going for glow from within, to say. So just using a gold liquid highlighter all over the high points of my face. And then after this, we're going in with the foundation. I choose to use the I Am Magic foundation from Juvias Place. This is a full coverage foundation, so a little goes a very, very long way. I'm starting in the more darker patchy areas of my face and then blending it outward onto the highlight to make sure I don't cover all of it up too much. And then after that, we'll use concealer under the eyes because you'll see that I don't put any foundation underneath my eyes there. Tip is to use a very small amount of this foundation because you don't want to use too much because it could become too cakey. With this concealer, I'm highlighting all the high points of my face and where I want my face to come forward, and also to lighten up the foundation just a little bit. Blending that all out with a beauty blender, starting with the areas that I don't need the coverage. So that would be my jaw, my forehead, my nose, so on and so forth, my chin. And then we start to blend out the eyes. And for the eyes, when we blend it out, we want to make sure we start lower to diffuse out the bottom. And then, because we want to keep the coverage right where our dark circles are. So tap, tap, tap right in that area where you do not want to remove the coverage. Setting my under eye, the middle of my brow, and my chin with the Hard Candy loose setting powder. And then for a little more coverage, because we didn't want to cake on the foundation, I'm using the all-in-one face base from the Body Shop. This has a little bit of coverage, and I am tapping that on with a powder puff. If my voice seems super cracky, it's because it's morning. I'm going to use the alcohol method to clean my brush because I want to use this for my under eye, but I don't want all the darkness. Dip it in alcohol, rub it on a towel, and it's nice and clean. Make sure you rub all the alcohol out though. I put this white liner in my waterline, but I'm definitely not that happy with it at the very end, so I changed it to a black, and yeah. I'm sculpting my face with the Morphe Decay palette, my go-to bronzer right now, and I'm just using this to make sure my face looks nice and sculpted, nice and bronzed. And then we go in with some blush and just to add some pop color to the cheeks because I now enjoy blush again. Setting everything with the Body Shop makeup setting spray and using my beauty blender to tap everything in to make sure all the powders melt together and everything looks like skin. We go right on top of the highlighter to make sure it stands out. Throw on some lashes, highlighter inner corner, and we're almost there. Gotta get this outfit and hair checked out. Much better. Lining my lips with the Annabelle lip liner. This is a darker brown one. Use anything that would be deeper in your skin tone to create the depth on the outside. Then I'm using the Lippie stick from Colourpop in the shade Parker. This is like a lighter nude shade, and I'm blending those two together with my finger. And also going back in with the lip liner and lipstick back and forth to make sure I get a nice blend and ombre nude lip. Alright guys, so this is the finished look.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, send with me tonight. I'm gonna run.
I really like this look. It's really like fun and not fun, but like kind of sexy, definitely dramatic. And getting more not dramatic than like a dark wing liner and darker cut crease and stuff. Sometimes makeup is just like so therapeutic. It's what you need to do for me if I'm just like feeling extra annoyed or anything. I'm just gonna do my makeup because like to me that's the best thing to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. To follow me on Instagram where you'll see some more pictures of this look, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I run away.